afternoon. It's so nice to see everyone today. I'm Daniele Mendez. I'm 19 years old, and I'm a freshman in college. Imagine. I have always loved this word. By definition, the word is pretty simple. It's black and white, like any other word, but different people think of words in different ways. To John Lennon, the word means imagining of a world in peace, imagining of harmony. As I got older, this word changed from just a word with a cool meaning to the reason for my goals. As a little kid, people ask you all the time, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I was the odd kid in the class that said, huh? I have no idea. And I had no clue what that meant for me or for my future. As I got older, the question started to become more and more important, and I still didn't have the answer. But people would offer suggestions such as becoming an artist because I like to draw, or becoming a doctor or a lawyer because they make plenty of money, or even becoming an engineer. But I didn't know what that was at the time. So I thought to myself, well, what are you good at? Or what do you like to do? And, you know, I like taking pictures. I love music. I love dogs. I love to draw. There are lots of things that I liked, but none of them seemed like the proper career path for me. Around the 8th grade, I started to venture out into new hobbies and new experiences. For example, I started to play tennis. I was awful at tennis. I really liked it, but I was pretty bad. But I liked it so much that I wanted to play on the high school team the next year. So I worked practically every day to strive for that goal. I ended up making the team the following year, and then the next 3 years, I was the captain of that team. I even went on my own and played in tournaments away from school. I even got an autograph from John McEnroe, and I was yelled at by him. I also started to play the guitar. It brought out the passion for music in me. I loved learning new songs, and I liked fiddling around with the keys. Towards the end of my middle school career, I discovered that I liked to write, and my teacher encouraged it. I had a teacher for English, and she made sure that everyone wrote, and she was excited to teach us, and she was excited for everyone's future because she thought we were all pretty good at it. So I was really excited to finally have the answer to that overall daunting question. What do you want to be when you grow up? Well, I wanted to be a journalist. So I was ready for high school. I wanted to join the journalism program in my high school. I went into Journalism 1 my freshman year, and then my sophomore year, I was on the newspaper team. I was ready for anything that high school had to throw at me, or at least I thought. I ended up getting discouraged with multiple bad experiences with my journalism teacher. And the answer to that overall daunting question was lost, and so was I. But I also had some pretty good teachers at this time. They were encouraging and didn't just teach by the book. They found exciting ways to teach the class, and they came to class every day, ready and encouraging all of their students to learn. And that made me feel a little bit better. That's when I realized that teachers have a major impact on your lives. And it turns out that these teachers, they were STEM teachers. STEM, science, technology, engineering, mathematics. I didn't like these subjects before, but I was actually pretty excited about them, and I was learning. Towards the end of my sophomore year, my friends from tennis invited me to come out and see the robotics team. I didn't know too much about robotics, but I was optimistic to check it out. It turned out that I actually really liked it. So that following year, I joined FTC Team Duct Tape 2845 the following year. This team has taught me so much about robotics. I learned about the designing process. I learned about programming. I've even learned how to make many things out of duct tape. And one of the best things about Team Duct Tape was the opportunity to work with mentors. They opened up a whole new world for me. This local software company found the time for our team every single Friday, and they sat with us and they taught us how to program. As a high school student, I was sitting on a programming team, and we were writing a phone/tablet application for this very library that you're sitting in. And we were sitting right up there in the hive. And that was through Sumo Software. I also was able to make connections with the Eureka Factory. The Eureka Factory is an organization that supports and encourages community-driven innovation. And plug hits? Plug hits are here right now, filming this talk as we speak. Plug hits reintroduced journalism into my life and had me talk on camera and interview different types of people in different types of venues, such as Roboticon or Gulf Coast MakerCon. I was even at the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas, and I was interviewing Gibson. And they're even helping me with my fear of public speaking right now. And yes, my mentor is right there. So I was excited about STEM and everything. So me along with one of my friends from high school, we made a girls' STEM club at my high school. And in that club, we taught and encouraged girls to come out of their shell, learn about STEM, and figure out what they want to be when they grow up. So this is me now. I am Daniele Mendez. I am 19 years old. I am a freshman in college at Florida Polytechnic University. It's my dream school. I'm studying computer science in the concentration of cybersecurity. So I urge you to imagine in bold colors, to dream big and follow your passions, and even try new things and hobbies along the way. Figure out what you want to do, because if these different things in my life didn't happen, these little minor things in my life didn't happen, I would not be standing here in front of you today telling you about my passions. I had teachers, the good and the bad. I had mentors, pretty good. And I had peers. If it wasn't for tennis, I wouldn't be at Florida Polytechnic University. I wouldn't be trying to learn computer science because I would never have been in robotics. So I urge you to find your passion and to imagine big. Thank you.